and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Begin on the ground with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that over and over. It repeats under pressure.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check pass. 19 tight.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Going right back to Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A good pickup there, a 22. Play action. Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Boy, Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Rams nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing on third down, Stafford.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good. Rams.
A give up the middle to Akers. A solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 21-0 our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 21, Rams nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Complete to Tyler Higbee. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and inches. Stafford. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air again, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there.
Dang, I thought he was going to X.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Drop 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, Gamewell looking for space.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford on third down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And some room to run now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Gainwell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Rams take over first and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down at 26. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second and a yard, Stafford got a man. It's Higbee complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
32.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
32.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And some space here. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 29-yard line.
137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24.
Eagles 31, Rams 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 39, Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Now it's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Rams.
On the give, this is Akers.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Stafford. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
He was brought down by that Ward. An 8-yard gain.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Nifty move. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the field.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Quick slant to Brown.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.